At the October 19th school board meeting, the board discussed changing the student report card system towards a standards-based model that has been adopted elsewhere in the country. With this idea comes some significant changes, including changing the current quarter system.
So what we are hoping to do is move to trimesters, where our first report card then would go home somewhere around December 11th of this year, one in March and then at the end of the year. So with 3 trimesters, parents will get something written only 3 times a year instead of 4.
The new model will also use different benchmarks for reporting central learning competencies.
What that will look like would be 3 performance indicators that we have determined that we would use. One is beginning, and that would be that a student is beginning to make progress towards meeting the expectation for that trimester. Developing, the student is progressing towards the expectation for the trimester. Maybe they haven't quite gotten there yet. And then, of course, meeting, where the student is meeting the expectation for the trimester. Again, looking at the evidence that shows progress along the continuum that we're looking at for that trimester.
While it may feel like these are some big changes, another major topic was addressed at the October 28th school board meeting. Would the school district's hybrid model potentially change going forward? Superintendent Mark McLaughlin presented his recommendations to the board.
And the recommendation that I'm making to the board as of today is to maintain current operations. And what that means is hybrid for those who've chosen hybrid, fully remote for those who have chosen fully remote, and an allowance to switch options.
The superintendent emphasized the importance of the partnership between the district and the community in fighting COVID-19, especially when it comes to the upcoming season.
And with holidays coming, people have choices to make. And we are not going to shut school down over the holidays. But what that means is that depending on how people interact over the holidays, there could be consequences to school and district operations. And that's just a fact. I can't sugarcoat it or call it any other way. That's a fact. So I am really imploring our community to think about that when they are gauging what their choices are going to be and their willingness to, share that forthrightly.
To watch the full discussions for these topics and more, find us on social media at Merrimack TV. This has been Merrimack in Motion. Thank you for watching.